They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Here's Lawrence. He'll air this one out for Kirk. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.
So Dalton now. They'll run the screen with Carson. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Carson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, a give to Penny. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. Tough end to that play. He had his eyes on that 1st down marker, but he lost his luggage along the way.
Left it behind, so to speak. I like your analogy there, but here's the key. As he's maneuvering, as he's picking up the 1st down, as he's gaining yardage, what's the one thing he forgot about?
Ball security.
Exactly. Everything else working perfectly, and he forgot the most important piece.
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Open man right side is Ingram. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So for Trevor Lawrence, listen, the hype, the buzz, whatever you want to call it, it just surrounds this guy. One of the most highly regarded draft picks of the last decade or two. What do you think defenses are going to throw at him here in his rookie season?
Well, I think all the edge rushers can't wait to get a shot at him, especially his rookie year, because they want to see if he can handle the pressure when they come at him. But I think defensive coordinators, they know that he's well-schooled and he's very intelligent. They want that pressure on him. They'll throw those normal blitzes. They also want to throw combo coverages in the secondary to see if he can read them.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Jordan Brooks with it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. No return here for Claybrooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 45 yards on the ground for him so far. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
From midfield now, Lawrence. will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Dalton off play action. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Play fake. Here's Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
On second down, it's Carson down right around the 25. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Play action here with Dalton. Going for it all. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down. And Myers able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A shotgun snap, and again to Etienne. Fights off the defender. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, a run with Etienne. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man. Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On the option, a handoff to Carson. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not as skilled most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 on the Seahawks 19-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Lawrence will throw. And Ingram holds it in. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be second and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Esker's going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Here's second and 10. Play action now. Dalton. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Flushed out right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Chris Claybrooks to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kenneth Murray came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Andy Dalton. Steps away to his left. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw here, Dalton. This is the tight end Fant. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Noah Fant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw on 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Josh Allen able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down. Myers' kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 17.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to look deep for more. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for Dalton. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Seahawks will get the football back in outstanding field position. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Dalton. This is caught. Touchdown. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Seahawks are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They'd go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Again, it's Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Dalton sets up play action. Completes it to Fant on the right side.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Carson will take the handoff out of the option play. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's Dalton. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. A final shot now for Lawrence. Complete to Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that.